The Resin Pass is a ripoff. Don't buy it. For the love of God, do not buy it. Let's talk about that with math. Welcome to Bronze Dad Plays, where today we're talking about the Resin Pass in Genshin Impact. This new item has been added to the Chinese servers and is likely to come to the rest of the world very, very soon. This is a new way to spend your money in the free-to-play game Genshin Impact, and so it's important to understand what the value of that money is. So this whole video is dedicated to the Resin Pass and why it is the worst possible thing for you to purchase, but some of you may still want it. If you're watching this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. I do get a lot of views, but not always from subscribers. So if you want to see more content from me about Genshin Impact, reviews, previews, etc., please hit that red button, ring the bell, do the things. That's enough begging now. Let's get into the video. Resin is a bottleneck within Genshin Impact. You need it for all sorts of battle pass activities like ley lines and domains and bosses. You need it in order to get ascension materials for talents and ascension materials for characters. Resin is a big problem in Genshin Impact, and they know it. That's why they're going to sell you the solution to the problem they made. Now, resin does recharge naturally, about 180 resin a day, but you can only carry 160. In addition, if you use all of your resin every single day, it's still challenging to actually complete all the battle pass activities just due to the nature of how it all works. So of course we want an answer, and MiHoYo is gonna offer us a pass. For $5, you will get an initial amount of resin and then a little bit every single day. This is akin to the Welkin pass, which is for primo gems, but this one's specifically for resin. Resin can't be directly converted to any other materials in the game, but of course you unlock all the materials and gold and everything else by spending resin on activities. So really this is meant to make it easier for you to do your daily activities as well as do more activities daily. It's a way to expand the amount of content available to you in the game. But as I stated earlier in the video, it's important to understand how much value this pass carries. It's $5. You can direct purchase crystals, which can be converted to primo gems. So does the pass make it worth it? If you miss a login, you miss out on resin. Not only original resin, which caps itself, but you miss out on the pass resin. So anytime you're gonna miss out playing, reconsider the passes. But for those of you who do log in every single day, does this generate enough value? Starting with 60 initial resin and unlocking 40 every single day, you're gonna get 1,260 resin. Now that's a lot of resin for a month, and it gets you very significant progress on your battle pass. But the question is that worth it? Well, you can convert to kind of a standard currency, primo gems. You can refill your resin naturally every single day using primo gems. The first purchase is going to cost you 50 primo gems to get 60 resin. That price goes up with every single purchase, but for mathematics' sake, we're going to make it easy and say you do one refill every single day. That one refill costs you 50 primo gems, gets you 60 resin, so apply some math, and 1,260 resin becomes 1,050 primo gems. For $5, you get 1,050 primo gem. Now, if you were to direct purchase these primo gems, it is $5 for 300 crystals, and those crystals purchase 300 primo gems. So $5 equals 300 primo gems. This is essentially a $15 value spread out over the month, delivered to you in the form of resin, which you need for your activities. And the cost doesn't increase on that resin, so it's not gonna cost you more primo gems because you got extra that day, you just get your 40 resin. So on the surface, is the Resin Pass worth it? I mean, yeah, $5 gets you $15. Sounds pretty good to me. The problem is Genshin Impact has multiple ways to monetize, and the Resin Pass is the worst of the bunch. Let's talk about the Welkin Pass. The Welkin Pass is the other $5 a month option. By spending $5, you get 300 crystals, and then you're gifted 90 primo gems every single day. Now again, let's get to a common currency here. So 300 crystals is 300 primo gems. That means you get your initial 300 plus 90 every day for 30 days to equal 3,000 primo gems. For $5, the Resin Pass is giving you 1,050, and for $5, the Welkin Pass is giving you 3,000. It is 3 times the value, and you can just use those primo gems every single day to get yourself more resin. You're given 90 Primo Gems a day, so spend 50 on 60 resin. Your Resin Pass is going to give you 40 resin, or I can get my 90 Primo Gems and get 60 resin plus another 30 Primo Gems. For the same dollar value, the Welkin Pass is giving you more than twice as much every single day. You can get your resin and then some. Even if you took out those initial crystals and you just call that a bonus, it's still not enough. The Battle Pass is also a very significant form of value within Genshin Impact. For $10 to $20 per Battle Pass, you can triple or quadruple the amount of stuff you get from the Battle Pass. And this has an extremely high value. I've got a video coming out tomorrow, which is gonna go over that. There's hopefully a picture here. Hey, editing Sean, put a picture here. I'm gonna go into super detail with that, with math and graphs, and all the sorts of weird things that only nerdy people would think about to show you what the Battle Pass is actually worth. But to sum it up, if you complete your Battle Pass, which we're already talking about having to log in every day for the Welkin Pass or the Resin Pass, for $10, you're talking about 9,000 Primo Gems of value. And for $20, it's like 9,300, but we're gonna get into why that might still be worth it. $10 gets you 9,000 Primo Gems of value, if you can play enough. $5 with the Welkin Pass gets you 3,000 Primo Gems, and $5 for the Resin Pass gets you 1,000 Primo Gems worth of resin. You see the problem here? You see that they're selling you something interesting, something you care about, but it's not actually worth what they've already established the value to be in game. Plus, the details of the pass are kind of shady. 40 resin a day, so I can do one extra boss. I can get a couple of character pieces a day. 40 resin, that's it. Now combined with purchasing resin every single day from the Welkin Pass, now you're talking about 100 extra resin a day. 60 from Primo Gems and 40 from the pass. 100 extra resin a day might actually do something. We're talking 5 extra ley lines, 5 extra domains, 2 extra bosses. All right, we start to make a difference there, but that would cost you $10 a month. And on top of it costing you $10 a month, most of the value comes from the Welkin Pass. So when should you get the Resin Pass? Well, simply if you're already going to spend 50 Primo Gems a day refilling your resin, the second refill costs more. And suddenly, the Resin Pass becomes worth it. So if you already have the Welkin, and you're already going to spend the Primo Gems to refill, and you just want more resin on top of that, consider the Resin Pass. If you're gonna whale this thing and buy everything, it doesn't matter to you how much money you spend on this game, because maybe this is the only game you play, fine, fair enough. Get the Resin Pass. It does unlock more game for you, more content, more things to do every single day. It's just not that much more. You can understand that if you're logging in and you're using up all 180 resin every single day, that an initial 40 doesn't do all that much. But it's still 40 more than you had. And for $5, doing 1 or 2 extra things a day really isn't too bad. Think of it like an MMO subscription where you're gonna pay $15 a month just to play the game. If you were to buy Welkin and Resin, you'd be paying $10 a month, and you'd be playing the full game, plus getting about 4,000 Primo Gems of value. That's like $50, something like that, might be more, that you're essentially getting out of value every single month for $10 spent. So the pass isn't bad. It's just not what they want you to think it is. It's not the save all to the resin problem. It is just another way to get a little money out of you so you can keep playing the game. Are you gonna buy the Resin Pass? Let me know down in the comments below. If you're a whale, if you play this every single day and you think this is worth it, let me know. I'd love your opinion. I personally, I'm very behind in the game, so it's interesting to me as a math nerd on what the values of everything is. Again, Battle Pass video coming soon, link in the description below. But I would love to hear from the hardcore players, the people who are absolutely in love with Genshin Impact. So give me a like, a comment, a subscribe, a share, do the YouTube-y things, because I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And until next time, see ya.